What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
We're back! I know it's only been a day since you guys last seen us. But,
it's been more for us.
We have chosen to do Ikka's new one. Our newest one.
Nice.
It was on Savage Guy's channel. I'm kind of looking to Savage Guys. Now, guys, I am not going to cover Raftar's current newest one as of this recording, because it's a feature he did with MC Stan. We don't like MC Stan.
Yeah.
So we'll hit him on the next one.
I mean, like I said, yeah. Okay.
Just not our style.
Yeah.
Super excited to check Ikka out, though. This song is called Nishu.
All right.
And this is Savage Guy's English translation. So,
nice.
we're going to react to this if you guys have already heard it. If not, click the link in the description below, hopping over to all the things, coming back, and say that because we're a commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. And what that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above. So, with that being said, it's time to slash it and break it down. This is Ikka with Nishu. Let's get it. Happy.
Joel? Oh, I thought he said joy at first. Oh my.
Happy, joy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's such a cute word. What does it mean?
फटी खेला पले बड़े पतंग बाज जब भी छत पे चढ़े साइकिल पे व्हीली से करतब करे दुकान पे चोरी के किस्से बड़े बिंदु
Shenanigans.
So just basically talk about being a kid, like flying a kite up on the roof, popping wheelies.
Do you know how long it's been since I've done any of that stuff? Like any of it? I wasn't a wheelie popper.
I was.
I mean, like, I tried.
I did a backflip on a bike once. It was completely by accident, and I wrecked myself on the way around. But
yeah, no.
I went to go ramp a hill and was pulling back to try and get some air.
Right.
And I did. But then I started going backwards. And I managed to do like a full flip around.
Right.
Landed on the wheels. But in the process wrecked myself and fell over when I landed. And
I believe it.
It hurt.
Yeah. I grew up in the mountains. So other than the time that we lived in England, so I had a couple years of just like flat cycling, I had a mountain bike and a hell of a driveway. And I used to speed down the driveway, which was, oh God. At this point in my life, I'm like, that's really dangerous. That's really dangerous. But I didn't have enough of the daredevil in me. Like, I was a gymnast. I climbed trees. I walked on top of the monkey bars. But that was my own hands or feet. Any, like, rollerblades, roller skates, ice skates, my bike, like, I wasn't a daredevil. I mean, like, shit happened, sure. But, right. Yeah. I didn't try and make it happen.
I can also relate to playing Sonic on Sega. Not specifically mean to Sega, but Sega.
I did fly kites too. I was terrible.
I was not a big kite fan.
Yeah, I was terrible at it, which frustrated me because I don't like being terrible at shit, and then eventually just gave up. But I did, you know, partake in that.
चढ़े साइकिल पे व्हीली से करतब करे दुकान पे चोरी के किस्से बड़े बिंदु की सेगा में सोनिक चले स्वैट कैट 4:30 बजे रैंक 1 मेरे पत्ते बड़े बचपन से जीते ना क्लैश करे.
SWAT Cats was a great show. I watched it.
I don't. Neither of those are familiar to me. The Sega game and.
She didn't watch a lot of TV or play video games.
And I'm just not commenting on, you know, the theft from stores.
Right.
Yeah. No comment.
4 बजे रैंक 1 मेरे पत्ते बड़े बचपन से जीते ना क्लैश करे बाप शराबी बेटा या वारा सबकी नजरों में मैं यफल नाकारा ट्यूशन के टीचर को ऑफिस का गुस्सा बर्थडे पे मेरे फट्टे से मारा मैं बचपन से पिसा बचपन से गुस्सा भरा ऐसे हालातों में सुना तो शीड इंस्पायर्ड हुआ मैं रैपर बना.
All right.
I've been paddled by a principal before.
Yeah, I've had a ruler taken across my hands as well. Yeah, yeah.
I also grew up listening to him.
My dad was also a drinker. Me too. I mean, like, M came along a little bit later in life for me, but yeah.
तो मैं सुना था शेड इंस्पायर्ड हुआ मैं रैपर बना निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पीसूं बचपन से ही कुत्ती चीजूं निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पीसूं बचपन से ही कुत्ती संजीव की छत पे फूकी है सिग्गी मैं फैना में नाम का इसका था 50 मेरी दोस्त ने कैसा टपाई पहले थी 50 की दूसरी भी 50 की टी ब्लू बैगी जीन सर पे थी स्टार्टर एक नकली नाइकी एक स्कूल की बंदियां दोनों भाई की पहली चिल्लम हमने साथ में पी था खून गरम
I hope you had girlfriends, plural.
So they listened to M and 50.
Right. I love how he was like, first cassette was 50, second was 50. I love that wall. That's kind of what I did in high school.
An Eminem mural.
I mean, like, not of the M. Just I had the collage on my wall. Yeah.
And then also talk about hanging out with his girl and his friends and smoking weed.
Right.
You know, being kids.
एक स्कूल की बंदियां दोनों भाई की पहली चिल्लम हमने साथ में पी था खून गरम ना किसी का डर हुई खाई पी में हाफ मर्डर खून था टिम्बरलैंड्स के ऊपर गुनाह करके भागे थी बड़ी खबर मैंने गोलू को फोन में लाया हाँफते ही उसे बताया भाई मैं कलेश कराया गोलू ने आते ही चांटा लगाया और गुस्से में बोला हो जाएगा खाक तेरे सपनों का घर अभी भी वक्त जा तू संभल बैसाखी ना बने कलम ठीक तू कर ले करम और मांगा वचन मैं बचपन से पिसा बचपन से गुस्सा भरा ऐसे हालातों में सुना था शेड इंस्पायर्ड हुआ मैं रैपर बना निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पी
So, almost killed a guy.
Right. Took a turn. I mean, like, I get it, though, because he started off by saying, like, we were hot-blooded. We weren't afraid of anything. And honestly, that's the time in a lot of people's lives that they feel almost invincible. Plus, you have all that stored rage and anger and hormones on top of it. And if you don't have the right mentors, you don't know the right ways to express yourself or the right outlets for it. And fights happen. And sometimes they go too far. And I'm not condoning it whatsoever. I'm just saying that I can see how he set this up, how it happened. And obviously scared him shitless, which is good. And I love that he was like, I called this dude, and first thing he did is slap me. Because honestly, no matter how scared you are, that is the first thing you deserve.
I think it's one of those things that, at the time, it probably pissed him off.
Well, it also probably scared him as much as
it's also one of those things that, like, when you're older, you end up being thankful for the stupid shit that somebody else has done to you.
Right.
Like, I'm one of those people, like, obviously as a kid, you grow up, you fuck up, get spanked as a kid. I got spanked.
Me too.
And it's one of those things that I look back now, and I'm glad that I did, to be honest, because it was a fitting punishment for the things that I did, and it helped teach me right from wrong.
It helped reinforce that I did something wrong when I got the message. But several times my mom has told me that she either spanked me or refrained from spanking me because what I had done had scared her shitless.
Right.
And I think this is one of those incidents where he called whoever it was and was like, this just happened. I'm freaking out. I need help. First reaction is to slap him because it scared the other dude too. Plus it made him angry. Yeah, you know, like, dumb shit. You're going to ruin your entire future doing this. So, but it is a learning lesson. If you take it as one versus storing more anger, you know.
निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पीसूं बचपन से ही कुत्ती चीजूं निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पीसूं बचपन से ही कुत्ती बचपन में पैसे थे कम ख्वाहिश थी ज्यादा बापू ने किया जितना कर पाता खिलौने की जिद सोया मैं तब जब दादी ने करा दिलाने का वादा गर्मी की छुट्टी 10वीं की बात 100 दिल्ली में जॉब अच्छे से याद पैसा कमाना था लेना था पीएस में जा रहा था घर जब आई वो रात लौंडे खड़े थे कुछ टोली में सनक सी थी उनकी भोली में उन सब ने घेरा मुझे और पूछा क्या नया क्या हूँ मैं कॉलोनी में बातों बातों में मेरी जेब पे हाथ मारा छीना मोबाइल गाली था वो बके जा रहा हाथ फेरा उसने ब्लेड उसके हाथ में कान पे लगा खुली खाल खून बहे जा रहा बेतहाशा भाग रहा था मैं सड़क पे रोक रहा गाड़ी या चोट की मैं तड़प में होने लगा धुंधला सब चारों तरफ से पास से हूँ मिला दिल्ली नाम की नरक से मैं बचपन से पिसा बचपन से गुस्सा भरा ऐसे हालातों में सुना था शेडी इंस्पायर्ड हुआ मैं रैपर बना निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पीसू बचपन से ही कुत्ती चीजू निशु 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 नाम मेरा सुन निशु हरी हरी पत्ती पीसू बचपन से ही कुत्ती चीजू निशु
So even when he tries to get on the right path, I love the pictures. That's a flood. Yeah. So even when he tried to get on the right path by getting a job to pay for the PS that he wanted, he got his ass beat. He got robbed. He got shanked. And unfortunately, such is the struggle of most people. There is a very small subset that is above just in terms of monetary wealth and therefore the climate that they live in. We see it on the news and everything like that in terms of, like, we really think that everywhere is suburban middle-class people because that's the way the news likes to keep it. But right. In reality, more than 50% are below that. Everywhere. Getting mugged is terrifying. I've never been stabbed. I will say that.
As a kid, when going through life and learning right from wrong, I remember being a kid and thinking stealing made sense. Because, like, I wanted it, and nothing was going to keep me from having what I wanted.
Right.
And my parents definitely weren't buying me the shit that I wanted.
Right.
After finally getting caught, that shit stopped.
Right.
But as an adult, I have a harder time understanding crime in general. Just from the sense of, ever since I've been old enough to work, I've had a job.
Right.
Now, I also know in a lot of places around the world, especially, not only is it harder to find a job, it's harder to find a job that even makes enough to live off of.
Right.
Or survive. I won't even say live.
Yeah, no,
to just
it's
survive.
not even basics. Yeah.
Off of.
Yeah.
So, in that essence, I do understand.
It's easier to turn to crime. It pays.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like if I ever got myself into a position where I felt I needed to do something like that, I would find something else to do to make more money.
Yeah, sometimes it's not an alternative.
Yeah, don't care.
No, I mean, like, sometimes you legit, there is no other
like, even if
job.
I'm homeless, I can't see myself threatening or even hurting somebody else to have the things
mugging
that they have.
is very different than, just, I don't know. I think all of it, I agree with you.
Now, I can understand maybe, like, snatching an apple out of a fucking...
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between grabbing something to feed yourself or your kids versus resorting to actual violence to do so. And in that capacity, I 100% agree with you. Now, unfortunately, a lot of times these are... I mean, he was talking about the fact that these were younger. So they've grown up with the same amount of anger and rage and repression, and they're still hot-blooded, and they just don't give a fuck.
Right.
They haven't learned any sort of lesson in terms of that violence begets violence and hurts people, and they hurt, so they don't care. And it's a really, really sad sign of our world and what we like to call humanity, that this is what we... Honestly, it's also sad that we, and I don't have money, but like the people with money and power have allowed areas to get this poor and violent.
Right.
Because we have it in us to share. We just don't like to. A lot of us should not have passed preschool.
Right.
So, anyway, I love that he was so open with this. Because there's a lot in here that, could come back on him.
This is actually probably my favorite Ikka song so far. I really liked it.
I really like the sound of it, too. But, yeah, I really like that he was so transparent.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so, with that being said, if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below. What did you think of Ikka with Nishu? Nishu. Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you to pray people later.